Today I'm going to go through some of my favourite accessories for the Hyperlite packs. So first up, we have the shoulder pocket. Now this is great for attaching to the straps of your backpack on either side with these handy little clips. And what this is great for is keeping a phone on your shoulder. There's also a little mesh pocket in the front. Phone, snacks, any little stuff that's going to fit in something that size, it's perfect for, and if you need it, quick access is the main thing. Now it fits extremely well in all the Hyperlite packs, but it also works for any pack that's got webbing on the straps also. You can use it across any brand you like basically. And it fits a phone nicely. Maybe not some of the huge phones nowadays, but standard phone fits in there nicely. Snacks, muesli bars, you can put a PLB in there as well if it's nice and small, but the main thing with the shoulder pocket is it's quick access. It's right there when you need it when you're walking. I find it's a great spot for wrappers and rubbish when you're walking as well, so you don't have to dig into your pack. It's nice and easy. Next, after the shoulder pocket, we've got the camera pod. Now these come in two sizes. This is the larger one of the two, and it's specifically designed to hold a camera while you're walking. They come with a couple of carabiners, so you can clip it either to your hip belt of your Hyperlite pack, to your chest strap, or even on the back of the bag, kind of like that. You can rig it up any way you want, basically. I've rigged it up on a bike packing rig as well, on the front of my handlebar pack. A lot of different uses for it. And it fits, designed to fit a DSLR of various sizes. The long and short of it is, it holds most cameras and it's made of Dyneema, so it's gonna be super light. If you like taking photos, great accessory. Next up, we've got the Nalgene water bottle holder. Now it's specifically called the Porter Nalgene holder, so it's designed for their porter packs that don't have side pockets, but you can still hang it on basically any of the packs. And it's, if you like to use a Nalgene, either the narrow mouth or the wide mouth, doesn't matter, that's made for a Nalgene. They do make another bottle pocket, which is a little smaller, and it's made for like a Cataden B-free water filter or snacks or whatever you want. It's a bit smaller than this and it's fully enclosed. Now next up is one of my favorites. It's the Hyperlite Versa pack. This is basically a bum bag for whatever you want. It's got a main pocket in here with a little mesh divider. It's also got a key loop if you're, put your keys in while you're hiking. And it's got this secondary front pocket for, again, more storage. It comes with a hip belt that you can put around your waist if you just want a little day bag just for running around town or whatever. You can also remove the hip belt and rig it up on any hip belt or chest strap or anywhere on any of the Hyperlite packs. What I do with mine is I've put mine across my chest strap when I'm fishing. I use a fishing backpack and it's just nice and quick access stuff for fishing, or you can do the same thing with hiking. Anything you want to access quick, the Versa pack's great. Now next up, we'll talk about the various stuff sacks that Hyperlite have. We've got a drawstring stuff sack, a side entry with a roll top design, and a pod with a zipper. Now, all of these pods are made with Dyneema, and basically all of Hyperlite's accessories are made with Dyneema, so they're super light. Dyneema is a waterproof material, and the seams in these are taped, but they're not fully waterproof. It's really important that these are not fully waterproof, even the roll top bags. So they're not submersible, but they're weather resistant. The zippered pod and the side entry pod are made specifically to work with Hyperlite packs. If you can see the shape of that, it's flat on the bottom and it's curved across the top. That's designed to slot straight in to the Hyperlite packs, so it's nice and comfortable and it's really good gear organisation. This is Dean's, and he's got a sleeping bag in here. You can use, you've used it as a food bag, sleeping bag, organiser, anything you want. But the main thing with these stuff sacks is they're made to fit the Hyperlite pack specifically and stack on top of one another like that. Compared to a standard dry bag, these aren't going to be fully waterproof, but they're more than fine for most, fair weather hiking, and they're less than half the weight. So they're a great thing if you're going ultralight. And they come in various sizes. There's a pod made specifically for each size of the Hyperlite pack. So if you want to maximise your storage, make sure you get the right size. Now that's the side entry pod and the gear pod. They also do a drawstring stuff sack, which isn't tapered or anything, it's just a bag. I've got a bit of fishing gear in here. Again, any organisation, nice with the drawstring. The handy thing with this is, if you squeeze it down, the air comes out of it because it's obviously a drawstring. So if you want to pack something down nice and light, that's the one for you. Now the last one I'm going to talk about is my favourite Hyperlite accessory there is, and this is the stuff sack fleece pillow. Now again, it looks like any of the other stuff sacks, and it is. Dyneema, tape seams, weather resistant zipper, so it's not waterproof again, but the great thing with this is it doubles as a pillow. In part of going ultralight, it's all about making items dual purpose. Now this is a stuff sack for clothes or food or whatever you want, but come night time, you can flip this inside out, and on the inside, there's a fleece lined side there, so you can stuff a jacket. This is just a down jacket, and then you've got a comfy pillow. A lot of air pillows, I don't really like air pillows. They sit a bit too high and they're a bit funny. This feels like you're sleeping on a real pillow, and you can put as much jacket or as little jacket in as you like, but it's soft and it's nice and comfy. I put this inside of the hood of my sleeping bag and it doesn't wander around. And yeah, this is the best camping pillow I've ever used. And it doubles up as a stuff sack when you're walking in the day. So yeah, that's my favorite one by far, is the Hyperlite stuff sack pillow. All of these stuff sacks and things, this is another pillow, but all of these stuff sacks that have blown off the log here, all the Dyneema, they roll up to basically nothing and they're so light. Now this isn't the full range of Hyperlite accessories, this is just the stuff that I use pretty regularly. If you want to have a look at all the other stuff, have a look on the website, come in store, and yeah, buy some Hyperlite.